right. Well, that was great. And great to see Jenna. Great
Absolutely.
hanging out with RJ over the weekend.
They went to where? The Gaylord Palms, I think.
They had something super fun, and I was not invited, but I'm
Yeah,
okay.
what's with
I
that, guys?
I had to keep the fish tank going. We had a lot of things going on
Yeah,
over
we
the
do.
weekend.
All the
But a
things.
lot of things that are coming up, and we have one of our favorite Sunnies on today. We have Teresa Andrews from Epic, back again, baby. And she's doing the kind of work that quietly changes lives every single day. Today, we are catching up with how the Littles holiday season went. I definitely want to see some of that. And she brought a very special guest from Ameris Bank. We have Polly. Ladies, welcome to Sunny TV.
Thank you.
So
Hi,
excited.
guys.
So before we get into the TLDR is what the kids say nowadays, which means
Tell her
like
what it means.
get to the bottom of what we're
Too
talking.
long didn't read.
Right, that's what the kids say nowadays. We're trying to be
okay.
hip now, yeah. But talk about Teresa, real quick. Talk about the holidays with the Littles. How did it go?
Great. We had the most amazing holiday party.
Awesome.
For the families and the littles. We had over 150 people there.
Wow.
That's
we did
awesome.
something new this year. We had some board members who had, as a hobby, they like to play those carnival games, but they've kind of perfected them, and they've won like those.
Oh.
I know. I saw like a
wow.
Plinko game at Costco the other day.
Big old animals. And so they wanted to get rid of them. So we had those as raffle prizes.
Awesome.
And so
So
before the
cool.
kids could play for them, I had to get parent permission. Now, if you win, you have to put this in your car. Will it
You got to
fit?
take it home.
I
the
guarantee
kids,
you,
oh my
Susan
gosh.
would have said, "No, he doesn't need that."
Yeah, my mom would say, you have stuffed animals at home.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you would be with your mom in the car and you're like, Mom, can we get McDonald's? And she's like, we have McDonald's at home. No,
right.
we don't.
No, it's not the same. I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. I saw a really cool post too with a mentor, right? With one of the Littles, which was pretty awesome to see. Like there was some award or something,
the
right?
year.
So we just announced our match of the year.
That's right.
Which is Big Brother Peter and Little Brother Lance. And they've been matched for 4 years. And they are an amazing, amazing match. And they've gone through a lot because when they first got matched, unfortunately, Lance's home life had been such that he had a lot of anger issues. He had a lot of trust issues. His mom was desperate for some help. She actually was a little skeptical of Big Brothers Big Sisters, but her son's school recommended it, Lance's school. So she signed up, and we matched them with with Peter, and it's been amazing. He's so patient. He shows up, and that was what Lance didn't believe, that
Yeah.
you know, the men in his life cared or would show up. And here's Peter coming every single week.
It's that consistency
It's
is
that
so important. Yeah.
consistency that's so important, and doing so many wonderful things and having fun. And Peter's funny. He's like, I was a girl dad. Now I get to do all the boy stuff.
That's awesome.
great.
Yeah, he's having fun with that. And when we were talking to Lance about, you know, being match of the year, and we have to do some questionnaires for him and things like that, he said everyone should have a Mr. Peter in their life.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
special. So we're going to get into the conversation of coming up because we have Polly here.
Yes.
Tips for kids' sake. Could you introduce the Sunnies to Polly and talk about the great relationship that they have with Epic Behavioral Healthcare?
Yes, so this is Polly Andrews.
Yay!
They're not sisters, guys. I know that both their last names are Andrews.
I was thinking when I saw that, yeah.
They're not sisters.
That's funny. I didn't even think about that. I've known Polly for a long time, and I love her. And she used to work for when it was Prosperity Bank, right? And so now it's Ameris Bank, and she works there. And since 2008, at least, that's all I could find on my computer. I'd have to go back to my paper
Wow, that's
files. But
amazing.
Since 2008, Prosperity, now Ameris, has been involved with Tips for Kids' Sake, and Polly has always coordinated the team. And a little
Yeah.
secret, Polly is also on Epic's board of directors.
Okay.
So she loves Big Brothers Big Sisters too, but she's just, I wish I could clone her. No, all of our celebrity waiters are great, but she gets it.
Oh, yeah.
The point of it is to raise money,
Yeah.
and she gets that.
We'll leave it to the bankers to raise
100%.
money.
God bless. They know what to do, right?
Yes.
Polly, this is going to be amazing. And I know that you have an extraordinary event coming up. And I believe your night is March 3rd. Am I saying
Yes,
that right? Okay.
it is.
Talk a little bit about the experience that you provide at Ford's Garage, and like, because you have this raffle table too, like you really kind of enhance the moment for the night.
We try to figure ways to get extra money. The tips are really important, and that brings in a lot. But doing, the raffles, doing maybe 50-50, it really helps and brings in a little extra more. Ford's Garage, and hopefully they will do it again this year, they give a percentage as well
Fabulous.
Wow.
of their sales, which is really nice. I don't know of any others that do that, that's totally amazing. Eddie's the GM there, and he is really good with us. We have like the outside section. They have heaters out there if it's cold. They have fans out there if it's warm, and it really makes a nice venue. It's kind of private, so we can really just talk to one another and have a lot of fun.
That is good. I love Ford's Garage. Mel, have you been to Ford's Garage?
Yes, I have, and there is, just so all of you know, there's a burger named after David.
There is a burger named
But it's
after
like
me
weird. It
there.
has like what, peanut butter on it or
It's
something?
so good. It's called the Jiffy Burger. It's very, very good, you guys. It sounds like a hot mess, I'm going to tell you.
Well, that's you.
But when you go in really close and see the beauty of it
Oh,
with
it's just like David.
peanut butter bacon on a burger, I'm telling you, it is definitely sinful and delicious.
Jim would, no, well, yeah, maybe Jim would eat. I will tell you this, though. Working at Epic and working under Teresa, doing Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Tips for Kids' Sake, it is so fun.
Yeah?
Like, the staff, we're in there, we handle all the money, but you get to see the interaction with the community, with their people. And I will tell you, one of the most impressive groups, I have to say, or the most impressive group, was Amaris Bank and Polly, because when I would bring her packet for her team, she's like, oh, you want to know what we're doing? We're doing this year. And she just comes up with extra ways to raise money. And let me tell you something, she's in it to win it. Her team, they're like, no, we're going to win.
So
we're doing
Teresa, break it down for us a little bit, just for Sunnies out there that don't know what Tips for Kids' Sake really is truly all about. It's something about, in my terms, you get a bunch of celebrity waiters in town,
Yes.
and they go to these restaurants and
Yes.
they basically serve the guests, right?
Yes. Yes, that's it in a nutshell.
Okay.
Probably the difference is they don't serve necessarily walk-ins. They do have a job.
Okay.
The celebrity waiters are charged with filling up their section of the restaurant. 'Cause some restaurants give us the whole place, but some of them don't. And
Okay.
that's fine. Like, we're so thankful to our restaurant because this is a chaotic night for them, and they're like, but they just deal with it, and they're so wonderful. And everyone does it a little bit differently, but the celebrity waiters are given invites, personalized invites, like Polly says, hey, let Polly, serve your dinner. And I harass them because we track all the reservations.
Yeah.
We take some of the reservations, and then sometimes the restaurants take their own, and then I'm calling the restaurant, hey, how are they doing? But especially the ones that we take, I know how they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you only have this many reservations. Get busy. Because if you don't have reservations, what we've learned is everyone shows up at 6 o'clock.
God bless. Yeah.
And it totally throws the kitchen out of whack, and people start having to wait a long time. And people don't like to wait, even though they know it's for a fundraiser. So, but if we have reservations, I'm not saying you might not still have to wait a little bit, but it runs so much smoothly. And Melanie mentioned being at the restaurant, and we have staff there, and we actually train the staff to kind of help parties move along. If 'cause they're having so much fun,
Right.
they want to stay. But then if we have that table's next group coming in, we got to keep things moving because it's all about raising the money.
God bless, yeah.
So yeah, they invite people to come to Tips. They sit in their section. Each restaurant's different with how much work they do. Most restaurants don't really want the celebrities in the kitchen, so they don't do that part. But they might help take orders, or they get the drinks or things like that, help serve once it comes out. Every restaurant is so amazing. When they agree to be a Tips restaurant, they agree to have some of their staff helping the celebrities, and they also agree to compensate those regular staff so that if someone asks, like, should I tip both? And the answer is you can. It's totally up to you. But the restaurant server is being taken care of.
That's
so
awesome to know. Okay.
So they end up doing great that night because a lot of people will tip both, but not everyone can, and so that's okay too. So so the celebrities bring people in, and then they're out there schmoozing with them and having fun with them,
fun.
and the guests are hooting and hollering at their friends trying to be a waiter and all that, and it really is fun. We do have a theme every year. We have a theme, and some teams dress up and some teams don't. It's totally up to them. But this year our theme is Wild Wild West.
Oh,
wow,
So
that's fun.
That could be a lot of fun, and
Especially at Ford's Garage, Polly. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I can see it.
There you go.
Cowboy hat.
I will say another really cool thing working Tips for Kids' Sake I noticed was there were people sitting in the restaurant and they're like, they weren't part of it. They were just regular patrons, and they're like, hey, what's going on? And when I explained it, they were like, can I have an envelope? Because there's envelopes on the table where they put their name, the contact information, and then they put their denomination in there. And there's actually a square so the employees can take tip. right? Credit card tip.
So it all works out.
So these regular patrons are like, we want to participate. Get us an envelope. We want
Yeah.
to donate. And it's like, holy moly. But I will tell you, the bankers, I'll tell you, Polly, thank God you deal with money because I am not great at math, as we all know. And you got to add and you got to keep up with it. And it comes at you fast. And it's like, holy moly. But
So Polly, being a part of this for so long, and you can really see, and also being a part of the board of Epic Behavioral Healthcare, seeing this impact, right, of Tips for Kids, it's pretty significant, correct?
It's very significant, for sure. Yes, it affects a lot of children's lives, and that's so important because there's families out there that really need help.
Yes, absolutely. And that guidance that Epic Behavioral Healthcare gives every single day, not with just, youth programs, but just all the other different, I mean, this one's definitely concentrating on big brothers, big sisters,
Right.
correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So is there any special initiative that this round of Tips for Kids is going towards for this program?
So Tips for Kids Sake always just goes to the general Big Brothers Big Sisters budget. And sometimes people are like, why do you even need to raise money? I mean, it's all volunteer based, but there's a lot that goes on. And because we're members of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America and we have to follow their standards of practice and their service delivery model, there's a lot that's required to bring someone on, that it has costs like background screens and things like that. There's training that we're required to do, and kind of the gold standard of Big Brothers Big Sisters is that we provide professional case management.
Yeah.
So once big and a little get matched, we don't just go, okay,
Yeah,
go ahead,
good luck.
see you later. We're like calling them.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my own caseload. I call the little separately from everybody else. I call the parent separately from everybody else. I call the big separately from everybody else, or I go see them at school or whatever. How are things going? And so we're looking for relationship development. We're looking for growth of the relationship. We're looking for connection to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We're troubleshooting because sometimes it's just a little awkward sometimes when you
Right.
first get matched. Like, oh, what do I do with this kid? What do I do with this child?
Correct, yeah.
And so we help with that, and
Enrichment.
enrichment. And sometimes there's things that come up, and we help the big deal with that. It's not necessarily big stuff, but like maybe the kid is getting a little sassy.
Okay.
Kind
Yeah.
of moving into those tween years. And so we kind of talk to them about child development and the ages and then how they can kind of address that. And so the big is never, ever in it by themselves. They always have their marriage support specialist. And so all the things that we do, the training and the extra activities that we do, the staff support, that all requires us to raise money. And Tips is our largest fundraiser of the year.
It is.
It really is.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Polly, talking about this raffle table, is it silent auction or is it just a raffle?
It's a raffle.
Okay.
So they buy tickets and they can put it in whatever they want to have a chance to win at, and then we just draw it at the end of the night.
So you have a little bit of time on your hands to try to get this going. Do you have items already? Are you need?
I sure need some.
Let's do it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very cool. Because Teresa, this is one of the only ones that has a raffle table. One of the only restaurants. Am I saying that right? Okay,
Yeah.
very cool. So we need to rally around this, and we need to find some. What are some good things? You like jewelry, trips, or gift cards?
Trips would be great. Gift cards would be wonderful. We don't have a lot of space, so we have to be very selective of what we have, but we could do like baskets
Okay.
and put things together, which would be really nice.
Nice, and you can kind of merchandise them together.
Absolutely.
I love a raffle. You know me.
I know. Let me tell you something. David is always like, Mel, they're going to have a raffle at this.
I
They're gonna
have to
silent
play.
auction.
It's because you just never know,
You
right?
never know.
And we're going to buy all these wonderful local services anyway, so we might as well
Yep,
support a
that's
great
true.
organization. That's why.
Yes.
That's the way I look at it. So spa packages, I'm assuming too, would be kind of
Ooh,
good.
sure,
Okay.
yes.
Fantastic. I love that. So what time are we talking Tips for Kids? When should people? How should people contact you to make sure they get their
Yeah.
reservations? What's that look like?
Yep. So we, again, strongly encourage, even almost kind of require reservations. So if I can just kind of run through the list.
Please
Oh, yeah,
do.
let us know the restaurants.
Yeah.
You
What are
think
we
I'd have
eating?
it memorized. So on February 3rd, and Tips is from 5 to 8,
Okay.
both on February 3rd and March 3rd. And you really do want to have a reservation because if you just show up, you really might have to wait.
And is
Yeah.
it an hour increment, 5 to 8, or what does that look like?
We usually.
That's
just
a hard
kinda
one, yeah.
depends. When I handle the reservations, I schedule a little over an hour for
Got
every
it, yeah.
party, and then some of the other restaurants that handle their own, they have their system, and I don't mess with it.
But
Yeah, yeah,
factoid,
yeah.
I got a factoid. So when I my first year doing Tips with Teresa, she
Yeah.
was like, so I got to do these restaurants. She's like, have you ever worked in a restaurant? I was like, yes, girl.
Oh
she
God, yes.
She goes, here's the interesting fact. Teresa has never worked in a restaurant, but she
good.
rocks out these
But
reservations
that's
and
smart.
times.
That's
like,
a good balance there.
She's so good.
You're front of the house. She's back of the house.
Yeah,
I like
she kills it.
So yes, let's give a shout out.
I have learned a lot about handling reservations, believe me. Gotten a lot of feedback from
She'd be a
restaurants.
great
I have
hostess
learned.
if anybody's part-time hiring because she has so much free time.
Oh my! So we have 123 Burger House.
Oh
Okay.
yay!
And the Kiwanis of Historic St. Augustine is taking over that one.
Cool.
We have Al Dente off of County Road 210. And the Sheriff's Office School Crossing Guards are taking over that one, which is so
Oh.
cool. We have Black Molly Grill, which we have a team from Anastasia Baptist Church's Academy.
Very
They
nice.
were fun last year.
Nothing better
Yeah.
than I love Black
They're
Molly
Teresa's
moment.
people.
With
They're
those
so
shrimp
good.
snaps.
Yep.
Oh.
Cafe 11, and we have
Cool.
the Shelby Hodges Group taking over
Very
that.
nice.
Green Papaya and Frank Perez, Andrew, and his team of realtors are taking over that.
Great.
Hurricane Grill with St. John's Law Group.
Awesome.
Okay.
Mojo's Barbecue with McCune Alfont and Friends.
Very
taking
fun.
over that.
That's gonna get rowdy. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
right now.
I know, they are. And then Terra and Aqua with Timbo CPAs.
Oh,
taking
very
over that.
nice.
Oh,
And
very
really, the best thing for people to do, because it varies by restaurant. Some you call the restaurant, some you go to their website, and everyone else you call us. Is if you go to the Big Brothers Big Sisters website,
We'll put it-
bbbsstjohns.org.
put it in
Right
comments.
there on the front page is a click here for tips, and it lists all the restaurants, it lists all the waiters, and it lists what number you call to make reservations. So it's all in one place.
Now, not everybody can be a Superman superhero like Mark Bailey,
No.
who basically has a helicopter, allegedly, and goes to each restaurant.
Yeah.
He's a champion at this moment, so we're going to have to ruffle his feathers and make sure he goes to both events this year. I love Mark. But then
That's awesome.
I actually got to the chance to go with Mark and Alicia one year, and we literally, we had an appetizer at one place, then we went to a
Yes.
dessert. Like, those are like the
I
fun
know, and
moments.
it's so amazing. So many people, because they get invited. You know, a lot of people get invited by multiple.
Yeah.
And so when
Right.
they do that to show their support is so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
On March 3rd, we have Two Creeks Bar and Grill with Wendy Boyer with First Coast title.
Love that.
Sorry if I get that wrong, Wendy. Bono's Barbecue, and we have the brand new Rotary, the Sunset Rotary. That's going to
Very
take
Okay.
cool.
over.
Yeah.
Black Fly Restaurant with the Tanya Cook Foundation folks.
Oh,
we love that. Yeah, Tuna is
yay.
everything. Oh, they got Black Fly.
Yes.
Girl, I'm going there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Cafe 11 does it twice. They're a glutton for punishment. They do it twice. We really appreciate them. And Paradise Title
Cool.
is taking care
Okay.
of Cafe 11. Ford's Garage
Hey.
with Ameris Bank.
Hey.
Yep. And then we have Prohibition Kitchen with South State Bank. And
Uh-oh.
then we have Purple Olive with Funky Town Fitness. And then Shaughnessy's, which Shaughnessy's is cool because the servers at Shaughnessy's are volunteer bigs.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So we have a team
I
of
love
volunteer
that.
bigs that are
God,
going to
how
be there.
beautiful is that? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Isn't that cool? And last year we raised over $67,000.
Yes.
Nice.
And Ameris Bank did come in first place.
Hey.
And Holly's
that.
team raised 85. Well, you know, they were $3 short of $8,600.
We're
Ah,
just
we
gonna,
round
we're
it
just
up.
gonna call it 86. We're just gonna call it 86.
Polly's like, we don't really round up numbers anymore, darling.
Out of balance.
Polly's like, and that's why Mel can't work in my bank.
I rounded it up.
I round up, Polly. It's fine.
Amazing, amazing chat, ladies. Thank you so much for your time today. This is awesome. Tell people again how they can sign up, how we can support, and how we can get Polly some raffle items.
Yes.
Okay. So again, if people want to make a reservation, and like you might say, well, why didn't that person invite me? I know them. They're like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
trying to get to everybody. So if you see a name on this list that you know, don't wait for them to invite you. Just surprise
Yeah.
them. Make
Right.
a reservation and like, oh, here I am. So if they go to bbbsstjohns.org, it's right on the front page, click here for tips, and there's the whole list with every single celebrity waiter, the number you call, or the email you put in, or the QR code you do. It varies. So that would be great. I know Polly would love raffle prizes. So if
Okay.
anyone is interested that's listening in Sunnyland that likes to donate something for the raffle, they can contact me. And I can get you in touch with Polly. And the Big Brothers Big Sisters number is 904-829-9986. And we just want people to come out to dinner and have fun. And if you're like, oh, I really would like to support that, sounds like fun. I know one of the celebrity waiters, but I'm not going to be there in town. You can make a donation online,
Yep.
credit your celebrity waiter, and that team gets that. So that's also on the website. You can click on a link, and it takes you to where you can make a donation online. So there's no excuse.
Yep.
Even if you can't go, but you know somebody who's serving, make a tip and support them.
Awesome, awesome. Polly, so awesome to have you on the show, too. Ameris Bank is incredible philanthropic work in our town. So I do have to give a big shout out to Ameris because it's
Thank you.
awesome to have you on Sunny TV. Thanks so much for your time today,
Thank you
ladies.
so much. We appreciate you.
Amazing. Folks, we're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance.